Midi skirts make older women look frumpy. You've probably heard that before, but what if I told you the opposite is true? That the right midi skirt could actually make you look taller, slimmer, and more elegant than ever. That's the surprising truth, and it's exactly what we're going to uncover today. Here's the reality. Once we reach our 60s, many women feel pressured to hide their bodies, to step away from fashion, or to think style no longer belongs to them. But elegance doesn't disappear with age, it deepens. The secret lies in learning how to choose pieces that highlight your best features instead of covering them up. And this is where the midi skirt becomes your best ally. For decades, it's been a timeless staple. Audrey Hepburn made it iconic, Grace Kelly adored its grace, and modern women in their 60s and 70s continue to embrace it. Why? Because the midi skirt strikes the perfect balance. It's modest yet feminine, comfortable yet sophisticated. You can wear it to brunch with friends, to a family celebration, or even to a professional meeting and always look appropriate, polished, and confident. Think about the way it moves. A well-cut midi doesn't just hang there, it flows with you. The right length frames your legs beautifully, the right fabric adds subtle elegance, and the right styling transforms it into a statement. When worn well, it doesn't just dress your body, it announces your presence. So if you've ever dismissed midi skirts as old-fashioned or too hard to wear, this video may change your mind. Because once you know which shapes flatter your figure and how to pair them with the right tops, shoes, and accessories, you'll realize the midi skirt is one of the most powerful tools in your wardrobe. And before we dive into those details, if today's topic resonates with you, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to Healthwise for seniors. Your support is what inspires us to keep creating videos that help you feel more beautiful and confident every single day. Now, let's explore the magic of midi skirts together. When it comes to wearing midi skirts after 60, the secret is choosing the right cut for your body. An A-line midi is the most forgiving and elegant choice, especially if you carry a little fullness in the hips or thighs. It narrows the waist and creates a graceful silhouette. Think of Linda from Florida, 61, who often wears a navy A-line midi with a tucked-in white blouse and a slim belt. She always looks taller and polished when meeting friends for brunch. For movement and femininity, a pleated midi is a beautiful option. The soft pleats sway as you walk, adding a touch of charm. Margaret, 67, in California loves her blush pink pleated midi. She pairs it with a light sweater and often hears compliments like, "You look like you're dancing with every step." If you want something more professional or refined, a pencil midi works wonders. It lightly hugs the figure and looks sophisticated with a blazer. Karen, 68, from New York, wears a charcoal pencil midi with a cropped jacket to board meetings. The look gives her confidence and a modern edge without trying too hard. And for comfort with style, a wrap midi is unbeatable. It ties at the waist, making it easy to adjust, especially flattering for curvier figures. Teresa, 70, from Texas, swears by her linen wrap midi on vacation. She says it's her lifesaver because it stays comfortable after long dinners while still looking chic with a tank top and cardigan. Whether petite, plus size, or tall and slim, there's a midi skirt that works for you. The key isn't chasing trends. It's finding the shape that makes you feel comfortable, confident, and beautifully yourself. When it comes to midi skirts, fabric and length make all the difference. The same cut can look casual, elegant, or even outdated depending on these two details. For everyday comfort, many women over 60 love cotton or linen midis. They're breathable, easy to move in, and perfect for warmer months. Susan, 64, from Arizona, often wears a simple linen A-line midi to the farmer's market with a tucked-in tee and sandals, and she always looks fresh yet sophisticated. For evenings or more formal settings, Silk and satin midis bring a soft drape and a touch of luxury. The way the fabric catches the light adds instant elegance. Mary, 65 in Texas, wore a champagne satin midi to her 40th wedding anniversary dinner, paired with a black lace blouse and kitten heels. She looked radiant and polished without trying too hard. In cooler seasons, wool blends or tweed midis provide structure and warmth. They hold their shape beautifully, making them a smart choice for fall and winter. Diane, 70 in Chicago, often chooses a tweed pencil midi with ankle boots and a cozy turtleneck, which keeps her warm while still stylish. Length is equally important. A midi that cuts across the widest part of the calf can make legs look shorter and heavier. The most flattering length usually hits just below the knee or slightly above the ankle, creating a smooth, elongated line. Petite women often prefer just below the knee styles, while taller women can carry off a true mid-calf or ankle grazing hem. The key is to let the skirt frame the legs, not overwhelm them. The right fabric and the right hemline can transform a simple midi into your go-to piece, one that feels comfortable for your lifestyle while elevating your everyday elegance. Pairing the right top with a midi skirt is what creates balance and harmony in the outfit. Because midi skirts already add volume and presence to the lower half, the smartest approach is to keep the top more fitted or structured. A simple tucked-in blouse instantly defines the waist and creates that classic, polished silhouette. For instance, Linda, 62 from Florida, often wears a crisp white blouse tucked into her navy A-line midi, finishing the look with a slim belt. The outfit makes her look taller and put together without much effort. Lightweight knits are another great choice. A fitted sweater that skims the body brings softness while keeping the proportions right. Margaret, 67 in California, loves pairing her blush-pleated midi with a cream knit top. The clean lines on top keep the pleats from feeling overwhelming, and the look feels romantic yet modern. For layering, cropped jackets or short cardigans can highlight the waist and add structure. A cropped blazer over a pencil midi skirt is especially flattering, as it creates a long vertical line through the torso. Karen, 68 from New York, relies on this combination for work meetings. A charcoal pencil midi with a cropped black blazer gives her a sharp, professional edge. Even longer layers can work if styled thoughtfully. A soft duster cardigan over a wrap midi feels relaxed and artistic, especially when tied with a belt to keep some waist definition. Teresa, 70 from Texas, wears this combination often on her travels, finding it both comfortable and stylish. Necklines also play a role. V-neck lines open the chest area, creating a longer vertical line, while boat necks are perfect for balancing narrow shoulders. Open collars pair beautifully with tailored midi skirts, adding polish and drawing the eye upward. The key is always proportion. A fuller skirt calls for a neater top, and a sleeker skirt benefits from a touch of softness on top. By choosing tops that define the waist and guide the eye vertically, a midi skirt outfit instantly feels more elegant, more intentional, and more flattering at any age. Shoes can completely change how a midi skirt looks, and at 60 plus, the right pair can make the difference between feeling frumpy or effortlessly chic. A low block heel or kitten heel is often the most reliable choice. They give just enough lift to elongate the legs without sacrificing comfort. Mary, 65, from Texas, wears her champagne satin midi with black kitten heels to family dinners, and she always looks elegant without worrying about sore feet. For warmer months, strappy sandals add a feminine touch while keeping the outfit light. Linda, 62 in Florida, often pairs her linen A-line midi with tan strappy sandals for brunch by the beach. The delicate straps balance the flow of the skirt and highlight her ankles beautifully. Ankle boots bring a youthful edge to midi skirts in the fall and winter. A tweed midi with sleek ankle boots looks modern and sharp. Diane, 70, from Chicago, often wears this combination with a turtleneck sweater, proving that warmth and elegance can go hand in hand. When comfort is the priority, clean white sneakers are a surprisingly chic option. They make a pleated or wrap midi feel modern and casual without looking sloppy. Susan, 64, from Arizona, wears her white sneakers with a blush pleated midi when exploring farmers' markets, and people often tell her she looks fresh and active. Color coordination matters too. Shoes in a similar shade as the skirt create the illusion of longer legs, while contrasting shoes can be used as a statement. For example, a navy midi with red pumps adds bold personality, while a monochrome nude skirt with nude shoes makes the legs appear endless. The rule is simple. The sleeker the shoe, the more graceful the midi will look. Avoid overly chunky soles or heavy shoes that fight with the skirt's movement. When chosen thoughtfully, the right shoes don't just finish the outfit. They shape the entire way a midi skirt moves and how confident you feel wearing it. Accessories are what turn a simple midi skirt into a statement. The first and most powerful tool is the belt. A slim leather belt can instantly define the waist when you tuck in a blouse, while a slightly wider belt adds drama. Linda, 62, from Florida, loves wearing a camel belt over her navy A-line midi, and friends often say it makes her look taller and more polished. Jewelry works best when it highlights the vertical lines of a midi skirt. Long necklaces elongate the torso and guide the eye up and down, balancing the skirt's volume. Margaret, 67, from California, often wears a gold pendant necklace with her pleated midi, which makes the whole look feel deliberate and refined. Earrings can also shift the mood. Delicate studs keep the outfit understated, while linear drop earrings add elegance for evening dinners. A silk scarf is another timeless accessory. Draped loosely around the neck or even tied to a handbag, it adds color and a Parisian touch. Susan, 64, in Arizona, ties a floral silk scarf around her bag when wearing a plain linen midi, and that little detail always gets noticed. Handbags also influence proportions. With midi skirts, structured totes create sophistication for daytime, while smaller crossbody bags keep things youthful. Mary, 65, from Texas, uses a sleek black clutch when pairing her satin midi with kitten heels for evening events, which keeps the outfit elegant and uncluttered. Even hats and sunglasses can elevate a look. A wide brim hat with a flowing wrap midi feels like resort wear, while oversized sunglasses add instant glamour. Diane, 70, in Chicago, pairs her tweed pencil midi with classic black sunglasses, giving her a confident city chic presence. The key is not to overdo it. Midi skirts already make a statement, so choose one hero piece, a striking belt, a bold scarf, or a standout necklace, and let it shine. The right accessory doesn't just decorate, it defines the outfit and expresses your personality. One of the most common mistakes with midi skirts is getting the length wrong. A hemline that cuts right across the widest part of the calf can make legs look shorter and heavier. Petite women especially struggle with this. Linda, 62, from Florida, once wore a pleated midi that stopped mid-calf, and she admitted it made her feel stumpy. After tailoring it just an inch shorter, the difference was dramatic. Suddenly her legs looked longer and the skirt more flattering. Another mistake is choosing fabric that's too stiff or heavy. Thick polyester or rigid cotton can add unnecessary bulk and remove the graceful movement that makes midi skirts elegant. Diane, 70, in Chicago, used to wear a tweed midi that was too dense, and she felt it aged her. When she switched to a lighter wool blend with a softer drape, her friends immediately noticed how much more flattering it looked. Wearing a baggy top with a full midi is another pitfall. Volume on top and bottom can overwhelm the frame, making the outfit look shapeless. Margaret, 67, in California, once paired an oversized sweater with a pleated midi and realized it drowned her figure. Now she always opts for fitted knits or tucked-in blouses to restore balance. Shoes that are too chunky or too delicate can also throw off proportions. A midi skirt paired with heavy athletic sneakers can look clumsy, while tiny ballet flats can disappear under the hem. Mary, 65, in Texas, once wore her satin midi with round toe flats and admitted it made the outfit fall flat. Switching to pointed toe flats instantly lifted the look. Finally, over-accessorizing can make a chic midi outfit feel busy. A bold necklace, oversized earrings, and a patterned scarf all at once compete for attention. Susan, 64, from Arizona, realized less is more when she pared down her look to one statement piece, a silk scarf with her linen midi, and received far more compliments. The lesson is simple. Pay attention to the details. The right length, the right fabric, balanced proportions, and one thoughtful accessory are what transform a midi skirt from ordinary to timelessly elegant. A midi skirt is one of the most versatile pieces a woman over 60 can own, and the way you style it can shift the mood from casual to elegant in seconds. For a casual day out, cotton or linen midis are perfect. Susan, 64, from Arizona, often wears a white linen A-line midi with a tucked-in tee and clean white sneakers to the farmer's market. It feels comfortable, breezy, and still polished enough to run into friends. When meeting friends for lunch or coffee, pleated midis bring charm and ease. Margaret, 67, in California, loves her pastel pink pleated midi paired with a cream blouse and delicate sandals. The look is soft and feminine, and she says it makes her feel put together without being overdressed. In a work or professional setting, pencil midis offer structure and authority. Karen, 68, in New York, wears a charcoal pencil midi with a crisp white button-down and a cropped blazer. Paired with low block heels, the outfit gives her confidence in board meetings and communicates quiet power. For evening events or special occasions, satin or silk midis shine. Mary, 65, in Texas, wore a champagne wrap midi with a black lace blouse and kitten heels to her 40th wedding anniversary dinner. The way the fabric moved under the lights gave her a graceful glow that her family still talks about. Even for travel and vacations, midi skirts are a practical yet chic choice. Teresa, 70, from Texas, prefers a lightweight linen wrap midi with a sleeveless blouse and slip-on sandals when sightseeing. She adds a wide brim hat and a crossbody bag, creating a look that's stylish in photos but still easy to walk miles in. From morning errands to evening celebrations, the midi skirt adapts effortlessly. It proves that with the right styling, one piece can fit every part of a woman's lifestyle after 60, casual, professional, elegant, and adventurous. As we've seen, the midi skirt isn't just another item in your closet. It's a timeless piece that adapts to every stage of life. With the right cut, the right fabric, and a few smart styling choices, it can highlight your best features, give you freedom to move, and make you feel elegant in any setting. Whether it's brunch with friends, a family gathering, or a special evening out, the midi skirt proves that style after 60 is not about hiding. It's about showing up with confidence and grace. So here's the takeaway. Don't think of the midi skirt as old-fashioned or limiting. Think of it as your secret weapon, versatile, flattering, and endlessly chic. Once you find the shapes that fit your body and the combinations that fit your lifestyle, you'll wonder how you ever lived without it. If this video inspired you to look at midi skirts in a new light, I'd love to hear from you. Share your favorite way to style a midi skirt in the comments below. Your ideas might just inspire another woman watching today. And if you haven't already, please take a moment to like, share, and subscribe to Healthwise for seniors. Your support helps us continue bringing you style tips, confidence boosts, and inspiration to celebrate every stage of life with elegance. Remember, elegance isn't about age. It's about attitude, presence, and the way you choose to express yourself. And with the right midi skirt, you can step into every room feeling radiant and unforgettable. Until next time, stay confident, stay stylish, and keep embracing the beauty of who you are.